Lately I've been on bullshit, riding through the city and I'm fully strapped. Hey, if he trippin', we gon' smoke him in a zooted pack. I'm politicking with people that got a screw loose, gang bangers and gang slangers. You know the usual. Hey, who is you? Mr. Mystery Man.
No, that's cool. I ain't tripping.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Alrighty, ready for this? Yes, sir.
I mean, how you want to do it, brother?
Let's make this happen then. All right, everybody, welcome to this amazing episode of Around the Loop. And today, I have a special guest, the one and only A1 Beanz. It's an honor and privilege to have you on the show today. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
You know what it is, man. I kind of run you through the loop a little bit, but yeah, it's good to be here, man. I always like pulling up the shit like this, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. So, I want to let the world know, if they haven't heard of who you are, let's tell them a little bit about yourself.
I'm A1 Beanz, man. I'm from North County, San Diego. I'm dope as fuck.
Yes, sir. No, that's a fact. That's fact. Yeah, no, it's certified dope rapper. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
That's for sure. And I wanted
What's the one? This the one?
Both. Actually, this is the main one right here.
This the one.
Yeah, this is the main one. That's just like a different angle for you.
Fault.
No,
Yeah,
you're good. You're good. Sorry. So yeah, this is the main one right here, and then that's just a different angle for us.
Yeah.
You're Gucci. Sorry about that. I was like confused. My bad. So and then for this one, it has a whole wide angle, so you're good. And all right, so we'll get started. All right, so let's. No, you're good. You're good. We can restart if you want.
If you want, we can cut this shit out. It's good. We can run it.
We can. Yeah. Well, let's keep running it, and we're good.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. So, just to let the world know, if you guys haven't tapped into A1 Beanz, I'm gonna put the link right here so you guys can tap in. No excuse. He's on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Just anywhere, actually, you can type in A1 Beanz, he'll pop up. And actually, if you haven't even tapped in with him or haven't heard of him, even ask ChatGPT. It'll even pull up who A1 Beanz is. That's how you know he's certified. Facts.
All right.
So I want to ask, where did the name A1 Beanz come from? That I'm curious.
Beanz comes from, my middle school. That's just my name in the street, you know what I'm saying? And I had to change. I had to do something with it because there's another artist named Beanz, and I didn't want my dad to interfere with her. It was just a lot going on. So I'm like, you know what? I actually got on a call with DJ Head. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
No,
but he ran this Netflix. He was on Netflix, and they had this rap show, and the girl name was Beanz. Shout out to Shorty.
Oh, Rhythm and Flow.
Right.
Yes.
Flow. So I ended up getting on, a video call with Head, and I played him one of my songs, and I told him my name, and I was like, I'm Beanz, and he was like, yo, it's a, and I was like, man, I already know, you know what I mean?
Shit,
so
okay.
after that, it just was like, man, I would look myself up, Google myself and shit like that, and it would be me and her. You know what I'm saying? I'd find it. So I'm like, man, I got to figure out, because shit, I ain't going to beat her out right now. She on fucking Netflix. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in the hood. You feel me? So I'm like, shit.
Hey, but you're neck to neck right there, though.
Yeah,
hey, that's something to be proud of, though. Shit.
Yeah, so I had to, change up some shit. And I just used the A1, you know what I'm saying? Because at the time, that was my brand name. It was A1. You know what I'm saying? It still is, right?
Yes,
A1
sir.
Over everything. So I just threw that in the front. So it creates a little bit of, uniqueness, I guess.
No, it is unique, because when you hear A1, you're like, A1 Beanz, you're like,
yeah.
All right, let me check that out. Actually, let me check that out. A1, okay, so A1's already got to be certified. If it's A1, it's top shit. Like, that's for sure. And so I want to take it way back a little bit from your childhood days. So let's talk a little bit about growing up. You said North County. So you born and raised North County, or?
Nah, man. My people bounced around, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was born in Texas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my people bounced around state to state. We couldn't really be solidified because we didn't have it coming up. You feel me? So we bounced around where we can get in, where we fit in, So sometimes we stayed over here with these people. Sometimes we was over here. We had to leave this spot in 6 months. We had to, so a lot of the time. So we ended up finding our way out here in like year 2000. You know what I'm saying? I moved to Oceanside in 2000. That's when they had the little bridge, the toll bridge.
Yes, back all the way in the D Valley. Yes, I remember.
I went to Libby Lake, man. I went to Libby Lake, and that's when we would shoot marbles, all kind of shit before they had the train and all of that. So, then just bounced out. We stayed in North County for a while, bouncing around. You know what I'm saying? That type shit. Just regular shit. that's how we landed here though.
Okay. And no, that's awesome. So and I wanted to ask, so growing up in Oceanside in the early 2000s, how was life back then versus now? Because I know Oceanside has drastically actually changed.
Well,
Almost doesn't look the same.
I'm my people from the South, bro.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And when we moved to Oceanside,
Mhm.
you know, we knew about the gangs and shit like that. My mom was telling us, you know, gangs and all of that. But as far as like where I used to be at, bro, it was like you crackheads. It was like the real deal, Holyfield. Like, you know, anybody from the South in the ghetto, you know what I'm saying? I'm deep Georgia, you know what I'm saying? So them ghettos don't look like these ghettos out here. You feel me? When we come out here, it was like, oh, this shit is nice. Nice weather. It's beach and a breeze. But there's more to it, you know what I'm saying? As time, you know, as niggas grew up and shit like that, you start really seeing how things really function, you know what I'm saying? It looked different, but it's still extra. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay. And I wanted to ask, has Oceanside made a major impact in your life? Has it really changed your life in the way you do music, in the way just you live life in general?
I wouldn't say Oceanside, you know what I'm saying, because I'm not all the way rooted there, right? So like I stayed there when I moved out here from the South, you know what I'm saying, in 2000 and did my thing. So that's really why I rep the whole North County, because we bounced here, we lived over there, Esco, we lived over here. So I say North County as a whole, you do what I'm saying? But if you ask how it shapes my music, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You get some game from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I've been over here, so I got a little game right there. I've been over there, so I got a little vernacular over there. You know what I'm saying? So people be like, it's kind of hard to put their fingers on me. You feel me? I'm a little slippery when it comes to things. You dig? So, you know, I just pick up where I get it from. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna. If it's some game over there, I'm getting that game. You know what I'm saying? So I put it all in the pot, mix it up, out. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Little sugar, little spice. You got A1 Beanz.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Okay, I appreciate that. And you know, since you say you're from Texas, and I know for a fact you just went recently on tour, especially with Zooted, White Tea. So how was that going back to Texas? How
I was born there, man. I left when I was like 2. I'm telling you, we bounced. I don't even remember nothing about nothing, bro.
Just like
when I got there, you know what I'm saying? This is my second time going as far as I can remember as an adult.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So actually my third time. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The first time I went to Houston. Oh, nice. We did some shit, you know. Did the Loud Fest. I went out there. A bunch of the homeboys. Oh, wow. YT West was with me. You know, that was a couple years ago. Then I doubled back, see my people, and then I doubled back again, you know what I'm saying, for the tour. You know, and that shit was cracking.
So let's hop into the tour. So let's talk about your first tour actually. How was that experience? Let's talk about the first tour.
My first tour? My first tour, man, I would say this wasn't it. This was like kind of like my first one. I would say this is more so me pulling up, getting open mic nights and just bouncing around. I had left, I want to say like 2018 before I had my daughter. I flew out there, you know what I'm saying? I set up like 10 shows. Okay. And was just knocking them out, trying to get my name, thinking that, you know, since I had connections out there, it was gonna pop first. And shit didn't really, I guess my music didn't stick, you know what I'm saying? And maybe I was whack back then, I don't know. But that first experience definitely helped, like, me understand, like, I gotta be able to get comfortable, I gotta be able to do my thing, you know what I'm saying?
I see, okay.
Yeah, it definitely helped me.
And so when it came to like venues, let's talk about a couple of different venues. What are some of your favorite venues that you like to perform at, that you've either performed at once or twice? Oh, yeah, recently actually.
Okay, so you talking about like during the Currency tour and shit like that? Okay, so that's my second tour, right? The first tour I put together real easy. The second one, it was a little bit, you know, it was a lot of things that had to happen behind the scenes. But damn, what's my favorite venue? Damn, it's a lot, man. We was at the Fonda. The Fonda was hard, bro. It's that shit making us up there.
I can only imagine.
There. Yeah,
okay.
For sure. But you know what my favorite one is, bro? I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
No, you're good.
Damn, that's hard one, bro.
We could always come back to it too.
Nah, hell no. We're gonna stick right here.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I like the music box, bro. You know what I'm saying? They just show me love out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of times, you know, artists don't get that hometown love, you feel me? I feel like I don't, but when I perform, it's a little bit different. You dig what
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying?
talking about. Okay.
So, but I fuck with the music box, man. I fuck with us. I fuck with Dago. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shout out to the music box, and if you guys ever see this, shout out, because you guys are, you know, making people's dreams come true. You guys are giving opportunities, and appreciate you guys. Appreciate what you guys are doing for North County and for everybody around. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
And so I want to ask, so let's ask, what's your favorite foods? Is there any
Favorite foods? Oh man, that's lasagna.
Lasagna. Okay.
Lasagna's my favorite food. Yeah.
Gotcha. And then what about drinks? And like either alcoholic or non-alcoholic is your
Patron
choice.
pineapple.
Oh, okay. Keep it fancy.
Alcohol.
Is there a name to that?
Nah, it's
No,
Patron
okay.
pineapple. That's it. That's you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Double up on the peas, man. Shit, water.
Hey, you gotta stay hydrated.
Water.
That's facts.
I'll
That's
drink
facts.
Sprite and shit, you know. You gotta drink some water, man.
Yes, sir. And so how long ago did you actually start getting serious with music? When did you actually lock in? Do you recall that moment?
I always been locked in, man. It's like I hear a lot of stories about guys coming and going and shit like that, but I've never taken a break, even through the ups and downs. Like,
Okay.
I was in senior year in school, man, and my partner back then, Mookie D, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Mookie D. He locked up right now, but he gonna get out and see this. But I was like, man, if we don't record a song, bro, like before such and such time, I'm done with this shit, right? Because we was writing every day. It was the same shit. Freestyle, go walk off, freestyle, sit back, write. Same shit, you know what I'm saying? But we finally recorded one. And since then, I've been pressured, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I was the dude that the homies would be like, you don't rap? I'd be like, yeah, I rap. Spit something, I would spit something. You know what I'm saying? I was that nigga because I thought that's what you needed to do, right? You know what I'm saying? But fast forward, bro, I went to prison. I stayed with it. You know what I mean? Developed and altered some shit, polished some shit. Came home, got straight to it. Dropped the project. Boom, on parole. Boom, came out here. The second day I flew. When I left, when I got off paperwork, got off parole, and I flew from Georgia back here.
Ooh, okay.
The second day I was in the studio. Like I landed, went to sleep, woke up, and I was in the studio.
Work. Okay. Yes, sir.
And that was fucking 2015, 2016. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I never stopped, bro. Like from 08 till here. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get to where I'm going.
Yes, sir. And I've been a big fan of your music. I've been a big fan of your project with. I was trying to learn how to pronounce the word solidified because I didn't want to mispronounce it. But the three projects you have, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. I had to take some speech therapy back in the day, so that's what I was told. But anyways, I love the 3 projects you have. They're phenomenal. And if you guys haven't had a chance, I'm gonna put them here on the screen so you guys can actually check it out.
Yeah, solidified 1, 2, and 3.
Yes, sir.
That's trick. You know what's crazy, bro? Like the song I got, it's called Thug Cry. If you know. When I dropped that song at the beginning of it, I had said, Beanz, I'm back, baby. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much telling people I'm back because I had just bought another little small studio set up.
Yes, sir.
At that point, my daughter had been born. I kind of was like, all right, cool. And then I was in my head like, man, I ain't finna. But I was always working. But I'm like, man, I ain't finna do it. I got my daughter to take care of. I got my daughter, so I'm like, man, fuck it. Boom. I dropped Thug Cry. And then after that, I dropped Solidify.
Yes,
and that was my way of telling people, like, I'm in it to win it. I ain't going nowhere until I get to where I'm going.
Yes, because I was going to tell you, the storytelling is yes. So first, second, and third, the story continues. If you listen to it, it's a continuous like story, and I love it. And I've been paying attention to that too, and especially with your most recent songs too, especially with shout out to Kev G as well. Yeah. Big shout out to him. Yeah. So Doctor was one of them too, one of my favorites too. Love Language too. I love the beat on that. That was fire.
That's DJ on
the track, man. So I want to ask about. Let's talk a little bit about that song.
Yeah.
So how let's talk about the I guess creating the song. How'd you guys come across that?
I came linked up with JoJo, man. JoJo Too Faded.
Shout out to JoJo Too Faded. Yes, sir.
Man. I came. We had a little situation, agreement, and it didn't work out the first time. So homie's like, I'm gonna make it up. Woo. I'm like, all right, for sure. Like this nigga bullshitting, right? But he doubled back on me and then doubled up on me, like he told me he would. And I was like, it's like, all right, cool. So we in the studio, we listening to beats and shit. And he just was stuck on this love language beat, bro. He like the shit came on for like 5 seconds and he was like,
it's like guitar riff, that's all it was.
He was stuck on it, bro. And I'm like, man, he wouldn't. Every time we skipped it, like, man, go back to that one, bro. Go back to the one, right? So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So we here now, right? So, man, and one thing about JoJo, bro, is a lot of these dudes, you know, I feel like they ain't really got, put that motherfucker in the studio, bro. That motherfucker, all right, I'm done. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here. You're not done, bro.
And then you're like, oh shit, for real.
And then he lays that shit down and you're like, what the fuck? And then he goes into the other room because he got some shit. I'm like, yo, what the?
You're like, this ain't real.
Man, get out of here, bro. Where do you make this dude at? He's a clone. That motherfucker gets to work though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know, he is. Honestly, I respect his craft and everything he does. He's hands down great people too. And you know, talk about great people. I want to talk a little bit about YT as well, because he speaks highly of you too as well. And I was looking forward when he spoke about you too on his interview. And shout out to Too Much Finesse as well.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Yeah, shout out to all of them as well. Phenomenal men. Honestly, it was a pleasure and honor to have them on the show. Yeah. And they all spoke about you too. Even shout out to Cam 14K because he was the one that brought you up. Actually,
damn,
you got it.
Hey, what I
yes,
did,
they all speak highly about you. They all speak highly about you. Like, hey, you got to get A1 on the show. You got to get A1 on the show. I was like, all right, I'm gonna make it happen. I reached out. I'm like, oh, she actually responded. I was like, oh, all right, let's go. Let's make this happen.
Y'all think I don't be responding?
We didn't know. I wasn't sure because I saw the numbers on your profile. I was like, okay, he's got high numbers. I was like, but I was a little guy, just all on my own. So I was like, maybe he might respond to me, maybe not. I don't know, but it's worth a try.
Absolutely.
And it was, here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. So it was worth it.
Yeah.
And honestly, shout out to them. Shout out to Jacob John. Shout out to Zooted as well. Shout out to Soul Shakedown Studios for actually letting us host this episode here.
You know,
phenomenal episode, yes
they're
sir.
My peoples, man.
Yeah, honestly, phenomenal people. Honestly,
yeah,
for real.
Cam, a lot of the guys you mentioned, man. You said you asked me about YT West. Our connection goes big past the music. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. Like, like literally since he was like a fucking, you know what I'm saying? And we wasn't always locked in because I'm a lot older than he is. You know what I'm saying? What it really was is his pops and my pops was locked in. And you know what I'm saying? I'm at the age where I was older than YT. You know, when you young, if I'm 15 and you 10, bro, ain't no way we can kick it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's two different worlds.
Yeah,
it is.
It's too different. So, but at that time, I could kick it with his pops. You feel me? So I was running underneath them, and they was teaching me some game with the music shit. I was in the studio. That's where I was polishing my craft. That's where I recorded my first joint.
Oh wow!
Right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So from that point, everything built up, and I always kept a relationship with their family. Even when my family moved,
yes sir,
I still stayed and I still kept the connection going. So, fast forward, I get out the pen, and then he's graduating school, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, we was on some other shit, you know what I'm saying? Music was still there, but we was on some other shit, right? So it just got tied into the music because I gave him a record and he stole my whole record. And I was like, nigga, you stole my record? Right? So I'm like, damn, we supposed to just get cracking and you gonna steal my shit off top? Damn. So from that point, instead of it turning to the other way, it more so like, look, let me show you some shit, nigga. So from that point on, it was just like we've been building each other up, you know what I'm saying? Game here, game there. And that was G'd Up. If you ever got a chance to hear that song, it's called G'd Up from the Feet Up. But from that record to where we are now, it's like you can see the transition, you can see the growth.
No, there's been a lot of growth, especially I've been seeing that in the music videos as well. And that's something I've been paying attention to is the music videos, you guys' lyrics, rhythm and flow and everything. It's just it has been growing. It has been growing, and that's a phenomenal thing because it's not the same exact thing that you had 5 years ago. It's not. So it's like a newer version. Every year, it's like a newer version of you. It just gets better and better.
Yeah.
And that's the neat thing about you guys and the folks in North County as well. Shout out to all the artists here as well. I've seen the work, I've seen the behind the scenes, I've seen the hard work that you guys put in, I've seen the hours. I know what it is. Like I've seen it now, and I know my hat's off to you guys because it's not easy. It's not easy just to no, it's not. And some people are like, oh no, they just mumble, they just no, it's not. No,
it's even deeper than that, man. Because there's nobody in our ear. Like, you know, the same way you just told me you tapped in on me on the gram, we do that to everybody. That's why all these people know my name, because I tap in. I'm like, yo, I don't care if you, boom, I got something for you. Tap in. I'm serious. I treat everybody the same. You know what I'm saying? You know, even the homies will tell, like, sometimes shit don't go the way they want me to make it go. And I'm like, look, just because you the homie don't mean I can, you know what I'm saying? There's only a certain amount I can get, you know what I'm saying? And so there's that respect right there. But when it comes down to the behind the scenes and really getting it going, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of my success comes, putting shit together, putting shows together. You know what I'm saying? I'll tap in with the bro, YT, and we'll put together a show, and that shit'll be pow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you were there for his recent album release back in, I think it was February, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I saw that, and that was pretty cool. That was pretty dope. How was that experience there?
It was real intimate, man. You had to be there. It wasn't like, you know, we knew we wasn't really trying to like 500 people. It wasn't one of those nights. It was more so bring your lady, you know.
I like that.
We chilling, we got the vibes, you get a nice suit, you ain't gotta worry about nobody stepping on you, ain't gotta worry about sweating. You're looking good, we feeling good, we drank. Everybody that attended there.
That's important right there.
They will tell you they had amazing time, man. You know, the people that usually don't dance, they was dancing.
Are you guys planning to do that again? Is that going to be maybe a yearly thing?
Nah, that was.
Let me know, because that sounds exciting. I mean, shit, I might have to come through.
You gotta practice your two-step.
I'll have to learn. I'm gonna have to learn. I'm a little awkward, but I'm gonna learn.
Yeah, man. Nah, it's not something that I plan on doing, or I don't know. Maybe he plans on doing it, but we just did it for that occasion. You know, we definitely gonna get back into throwing shows, you know what I'm saying?
Talk about shows. There's the Day in the O coming out. So let's talk a little bit about that. You gonna be part of that as well?
Nah, I mean, you know, my name is not on the bill. You know, I might make an appearance though.
Hey, there we go. You gotta stay tuned for that as well. And then in August 3rd, right, we're having the Escondido event with the August 3rd. There we go, August 3rd. Sunday. I just wanted to make sure, yes, it was Sunday, because I was gonna come out to help as well. And you know, whatever I can help with the community, I'm there to help, because I love giving back. That's what this is all about. Yeah. And you know, I want to ask too, as an artist, what message can you give the youth, especially out there that are trying to get into this field, that are trying to, you know, make this a full-time career? Or, you know, do you suggest or recommend people, hey, don't quit your 9-to-5 yet until you're fully locked in? Or what would you recommend? Because some people do that. Some people just throw all their eggs in one basket. Like, just some little pointers and advice.
Well, I'm not even sure if I'm the one to give all the advice, man, because, you know, I did it my way. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to take a lot of the shortcuts. I didn't want to, like, a lot of niggas, they have kids and they cut the kids off, or, you know, a lot of people got bigger responsibilities and they eliminate that and put all their focus on that. Me, I knew it was gonna take time. Some people sacrifice their own creativity just to blend in. Like, it's like a lot, and I didn't want to do none of that, right? I wanted to be like, all right, if I'm gonna make it in this shit, I want to be true to myself. I don't want to do nothing stupid on the internet, go viral, and that's not really me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to trend hop. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to cut my friend. I don't want to backdoor people to get. I don't want to do all that shit. So I'm like, damn, if I want to do it the right way, the long way, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, I'm doing it the long way. I'm learning the craft. I'm learning the marketing. I'm learning different aspects of the industry. And I'm just, like I said, mixing it in a pot and whipping it up, bro. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that advice, because that's great advice. Because it's like there's no short gimmick to it. It's a steady race.
Depends on how you want it.
True.
Depends on how you want it. If you want it short, then do some mark ass shit, buster ass shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you want to get it the long way, then you got to get it the strong way. You know what I'm saying? If it's, you feel me? So it ain't rocket science, but a lot of times, you know, you got to understand that it's more to it than you think, but it's less to it also, and that doesn't really make sense if you ain't involved. It's more to it. You gotta work. You gotta put your time in the studio, but it's less of that and more of this that you really gotta be doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's more and less. You just gotta.
How did you learn? I was gonna ask you, how did you find your balance? Because this probably wasn't easy at first when you started. Did you actually you were solid from?
Hell nah.
Okay, I want to
ask. I
ask
was solid
that.
from the get-go. I would have been on. Hell nah. I'm OG in this shit, man. I'm like everybody. Niggas be like, how old are you? Like, yeah, bro.
I would have never guessed. I would have never guessed. Yeah. Honestly, I can never guess.
46, man. Oh, I'm just bullshitting. Damn.
Are you happy? I was like, ain't no fucking. I would have never believed that shit. I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
nah,
shit.
Man. Hell nah, man. It took a while, man. You know, doing everything that came in it. You know what I'm saying? It just took a while. That's all.
And then I want to ask too a little bit about the family side, because I like to talk a little bit about that, and the reason I do for some of the artists that are fathers and parents is because it helps me. I'm trying to become a father too in the future, so I like to get a little bit of advice and a little bit of advice from just everybody. So I want to ask you, how do you balance that as a parent and a family man too, a family man and an artist? I'm kind of curious.
That's one of the hardest things ever. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes so much money, not only money, but time to do this. Like the time I'm spending right now,
yes, sir.
You better believe this is going down up there. You know what I'm saying? It's extremely tough, especially when you're at the stage where it's not paying you like a superstar or at a star level. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, it's all an investment.
Yes,
so
yes, it is.
When you have to have the right people around you, your partner, your friends, because a lot of things you're not gonna be able to do because you got to invest in this. And if you stop investing in it, it's gonna take even. You're gonna make it longer. You know, so you gotta keep it hot. You know what I'm saying? And for me, man, how I balance it is I became and polished up so good that. I don't gotta record 50, 60 songs for an album that's only gonna have 10 tracks. I'm dropping every fucking thing I record. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna write it quality shit.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to miss as least as possible. That's how I create balance, man.
So I want to ask then, because do you, besides, I mean, are you a full-time artist or do you work a separate job besides?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't know if you want to discuss about that a little bit. Okay, yes. I just wanted to ask. I know the living, it's hard to hear. Just even working 2-3 jobs by yourself.
And you know, I'm removed from, you know, the things in the music that I talk about. So I got 4 kids, bro. I'm over 30. So if I'm out here doing that shit still, right? I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be listening. When I'm talking about it in my raps, I'm reflecting. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is over there right now. I'm making responsible decisions. You know what I'm saying? And I'm living life, taking care of the kids and shit like that. And I definitely work, but at the same time, hey, anytime I got anything with this music shit, everything shuts down. Everybody knows that. Not even the job. They don't even know I got a double life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'd be like, you know, trying to keep it.
I was kind of curious. So at work, nobody really knows. Like,
hell nah, they don't know my business.
That must be a trip that all they know is that they're with a superstar and they don't even know that.
You know what's crazy? I used to do Uber, right? Right? Because I didn't have I was just like, I'm gonna just get a little bit of change,
yes, sir,
so I can run my little shit, a little marketing scheme and shit. And man, I pick up a couple of dudes, man. I picked up one dude and he's like, hey yo, bro, my uncle said he knows you. And I'm like, what? I'm driving Uber, right? So now I'm trying to lie like a couple years ago. They had this nigga Young Jock. You know who Young Jock is? Young Jock got caught. He was driving Uber. Niggas roasted him, right? So I'm like, damn. I'm trying to lie. I'm like, who's your uncle, bro? He said, oh, you know, he says that you're a rapper. I said, a rapper? Right? So look, I got a pretty fly car for an Uber driver, right? So niggas is already in that bitch, like, nigga got leather seats and shit. This shit smell good. So you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my shit, and then he like, yeah, bro, is your name A1 Beanz? I'm like, damn. I said, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shit. But that's what made me like really, that and amongst a few other things that really made me put it in perspective, like, damn, I'm really getting motherfuckers really know what's going on out here, you know. So it made me feel good, but I definitely don't drive Uber no more.
No, I can
shout
imagine.
Out to Uber, though,
yeah, shout out to them. And I want to ask, how's the fan interaction out in public? Is that how's that?
Man, you know that's tricky too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, the stuff in the music ain't false, right? So
No, I understand. Yes, sir.
So it's like, you know, like I'm walking around and he's like, yo, Beanz. I'm like, yo, like, hold on. You feel me? Like, what? You feel me? So it's a little tricky at first, but, you know, again, I don't gangbang. So if you approaching me, it ain't on that type of timing. You know what I'm saying? So it throw me off, but I'm so far removed now. And I've already like put it in my head, like, man, ain't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Chill. So right now it's gravy. Anybody see me in the street, they, you know, hey, they'll catch me. I'll be walking random place. I'm in the gym, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers walk up. I'm in the mall, they'll walk up, store there. You know, it's cool. It's fly. I ain't gonna lie.
I can imagine how they feel, because I remember when I had my first fan up, when I had like 5 episodes, and I had my first fan. It was some security guard, and he was like, hey man, I like what you're doing. Like, yeah, I'm gonna shake your hand. Like, you know, you're gonna go places. And I'm like, I appreciate that. And I'm like, shit, 93 episodes later, I'm like, oh shit, we're going places. We're going places. So I know that feeling. It's a great humbling feeling. It really is.
Yeah.
And because that's something I was trying to show on this podcast, on this episode, is to show a different side of you, show a genuine side of you, because some people are either getting a misconception of you of your X, Y, and Z. So then when they see you, they're gonna try to either want to test you or something. It's like, no. He's a human being too, like everyone else. We are working people. We all have lives. We're struggling like everybody else. So it's there's no difference on that.
Nah, it's no difference. I'm just a dude. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, bro. You know, doing B&Es and you know, stealing stuff from the fucking 99-cent store.
Shout out to the 99-cent store, man. I miss that shit.
I got caught one time. You hear me? I got caught at the 99-cent store. The dude, I was little as fuck. All right, look. So look. Since we on it, right? So boom, I'm in there, right, on some reckless shit, right? Like I'm usually slick with it, but today I'm reckless. I'm reckless. Then I get to walking, I do my shit. Boom, dude come up. He probably like 18, 19, right? Grabbed me, hey, took me to the back, showed me the shit, right? I'm like, man. And he let me out the base. He said, if I catch your little ass up in here again, I'm gonna fucking tackle you. You hear me? I was like, damn, this motherfucker was big. I was in 6th grade. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I ain't coming back, bro. Chill. Fuck. You got your fucking butterfinger. Yeah, bro. But nah. For the most part, man, I think energy is everything, bro. Yes, people might see me and get a misconception or think I'm, you know, somebody that they can approach like I'm a bitch ass nigga or something. I don't even know how they would get that.
Has that ever actually happened to you, where people like approach you sideways or just weird? Just because like just randomly out of the blue. No? Nah. Okay. I was just curious. I didn't know if you had like some weird ass
give a nigga the business. Man, niggas know what's up. I told a homie that, man, I said, bro, look, these people right here that be crazy and shit, they be crazy, but they be crazy to motherfuckers they know they can be crazy to. As soon as you walk up and walk past and they doing all that stupid shit and you look at them, motherfuckers be like, they straighten up real quick. Niggas ain't crazy like they think. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, and if they are crazy, a crazy motherfucker know another crazy motherfucker, and hey, look, that motherfucker crazy.
They got the crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, I ain't worried.
There's a special look to that. There really is.
I ain't worried about that shit for sure.
I know. I appreciate that. I know. I appreciate you. You know, taking your time to sharing that side as well. And I want to ask: is there any upcoming projects coming out? Any new songs that we can expect? Crazy? That's what I'm curious. I'm waiting for the next.
You know what's crazy? I'm dropping an album, and we're dropping it this fall.
Okay.
Released under Zuda Rec. This is the first time I'm announcing this. Dropping an album called "Product of My innerGee." Right, "Product of My energy."
There we go.
Right. Kevin G produced everything on there.
Oh wow.
We're gonna release it under Zuda Records and A1 Legacy Music Group.
Oh nice.
And it's dropping this fall, man.
Ooh, you guys heard it here, so stay tuned for that one. That's what I'm looking forward to that. And I want to ask you, let's talk a little bit about A1 Legacy. So when did you establish that?
Just a couple years ago. Yeah. I just wanted something to release my music under. You know what I mean?
I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. And so I know this sounds dumb, but I have to ask myself because I'm trying to learn. So why did you have to do that under A1 Legacy to be able to draw? I'm just curious because I'm trying to learn.
Because I wanted to establish a business out of it.
Oh,
I wanted to do it the
okay.
proper way, you know what I mean?
Yes,
so
sir.
I just created the business, LLC, and then dropping my music under it.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So,
okay.
Legend, my son name is my oldest twin, his name is Legend. So I said A1 Legacy, meaning, you know, my legacy, the music group. So hopefully, you know, I'm gonna leave it to one of my twins or something like
Yes,
that.
sir.
Whichever one of my kids is involved in music. So that's kind of why I'm gonna make a business with every one of my kids' name involved.
I like that. I like that.
The goals.
That's precious because I that and if you folks don't understand that this is like that's a long-term investment right now.
Yeah,
He's already doing it before. So when they get 18, it's gonna be a lot smoother for them. Versus when they turn 18, it's gonna be struggle or this and that. It's like, and I like that. I like that. You know, you're already planning ahead of time because I plan to do the same thing for my future.
Manifesting. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I like that.
You know?
No, I like that because it's like you just want to make sure that the next generation has it better than what you had it, because this is like you just want to be able to give the next generation, you know, a life that you didn't have, a life that they deserve, and just continue to push that forward and forward to just
everything's you know, make it easier. It's you know, when I look back at it, you know, hindsight is 20/20, but when you living in whatever people call poverty, that shit ain't really poverty. It's fun. We outside with no shoes on, seeing who can run the fastest.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We eating fucking Kool-Aid with a gang of sugar in it. You know what I'm saying? We might be on EBT and all of that shit, but that shit don't mean nothing because we still eating. You know what I mean? So, end of the day, it's like, you know, you don't really know how bad it is because when you living and you getting day by day, it is what it is. You got what you need. Your bare minimum. It don't matter if you catching a bus. It don't matter if you washing your fucking clothes in a bucket.
True.
If that's what you used to, then you don't know no difference. So you don't, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know.
I like when you put it like that because that is a good point right there, actually.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It's not about giving them a life I didn't have. It's just trying to make it easier, and then, you know, step by step, every generation, it should be a little easier and easier and easier. So the legacy lives on and it gets stronger. You know what I'm saying? Rather than staying the same and shit like that, then you just wasted a whole generation of what you doing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, hey, you got Beanz blood in you, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. No, and that's something that, you know, you want to hear in the books of histories right there. Is that phrase? You got Beanz blood right there. Like, that's something sacred right there. So that's pretty cool having that fundamental plan already for your kids in the future already lined up. That's amazing, because I do plan to LLC the podcast soon too. I just gotta send my money up because it takes money to make money. That's for sure. I've been learning that, and especially when I do all this on my own, it ain't easy. It's all investment. But
imagine if you was a rapper.
Woo!
Shit, motherfuckers be thinking you know what's funny, bro, about this rap shit, right? Niggas be like, oh, rappers is broke, ain't really got no money. I feel you, but we gotta pay for studio time, cover art, the outfit, the video, the reels, the ads, the shows, the motherfucking flyer getting built. We gotta pay everybody first.
Yeah,
everybody before you can even get the song made. You done paid 6 people before you can even put the fucking song out. And if you know how to do any of that stuff, then you still put money up towards the products that you use to make it, right?
True.
So if you know how to do graphic design, cool. Then you had to buy some shit or figure some shit out if you want your shit to look right. You know what I mean? Some niggas be figuring out ways to do this shit for you. But if you want your shit to look right, they be clowning rappers. Oh, you ain't got no money. We ain't got no money because we done paid every fucking body.
True.
It's expensive to be a rapper, bro.
It is, and I know it's definitely being an artist. It is not a cheap lifestyle. It's not, and it takes a lot of money, especially that, because I've helped others. I've helped some folks before, and it ain't cheap.
Hell no.
Mad props to the people that are doing it on their own, especially for the ones that do it from head to toe, or the ones that are in a team. You know, big shout out to the folks that actually do have a solid team, because that's
sure. Get your money up.
Yes, sir.
Get your money up. You know what I'm saying? And then don't be afraid to spend. That's one thing about me, man. I'll if it makes sense, so we busting a move.
That's how. Honestly, I think like that too. Sometimes it's like, if it makes sense, like, okay, let's get it done. Let's get it done.
You know what I'm saying? That's really one of the things that keep me going, right? Because when there's an obstacle and I'm like, damn, it could be something that's you know, investment that might be out of my budget right then, it's like, yo, something always happens to where it's like, oh, I get that done. That's gonna done. So it's like, man, I know I'm destined for this. I know I'm made for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I say it all the time because everything that comes and tries to, that shit just gets wiped off and it's on to the next. You know what I'm saying? Every year I gotta, you know, obviously everybody wants to step it up every day, but if you look like we just talked about, every year is something more and more and more. Before I used to record all my own shit. Then I started doing this. Then I started doing it. And I ran into this. And then I started getting, you know, shit like that. So every year is better, you know, and every year it costs more.
True. True.
So it is what it is. Get your money up.
No, that is true. That's something I've been learning too, especially with this podcasting, doing it all on my own. It does take money to make money. And it's like, okay, I need this or I need that. It's like, okay, maybe this is going to help me with the next video. It's going to elevate this. So yeah. I definitely understand that.
It's crazy because it takes money to make money, but when you ain't making no money.
Okay, so I definitely want to talk about that a little bit because this podcast pays $0, man, just to let everybody know. As of right now, it don't pay right now, but one day it will, and I promise it will. But right now, it's all out of pocket. So every single time I come to interview people, it's like, I drive an hour. Most of the time, I drive an hour out from where, because I'm all the way in Palma, so shout out to Palma Valley, but yeah, shout out to my folks out there. So it's all out of pocket, and you know, I don't mind. Like, that's why I love coming to whoever I'm interviewing and making that journey, because it's like, I know at the end of the day, one day this is gonna pay out. I've just got to be consistent on it. I know I'm hungry for this. I know this is gonna work out, and I mean, here I am. Like, I would never imagine to be in the same room with you, and here we are doing this. Like, it's an honor and privilege. It's an honor and privilege.
So, you know, one thing, I've been doing this shit for so long, right? That I finally understand that it's gonna come back, but you gotta stick it out long enough for it to come back.
Yes, sir.
Because if you fold up, it's over with. Once you hang it up and say, you know, you on episode 93, 94, right? Boom, you hang it up. It could have been 100, the episode 127 that was gonna start. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe even 427 before you start seeing sprinklers and counts and shit like that makes sense.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like with a lot of these shows, the earlier on shows, I would have to come out of pocket. I'm talking not no 200, not no 500. We talking out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. But then you do enough of those and you like, damn, man, that shit don't mean nothing. Then you start looking at your numbers and you like, damn, okay, my shit going up in that city. Okay, I got this guy from fucking Ireland. How did my music get up? And then you start going to the store and people like, yo, boom, 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 boom. And you like, damn, bro, like, you know, from some shit 2018, like, that's crazy. But if you would have stopped, then you would have flopped and you would have never knew what was going on.
That's true. You know? No, that's true, 100%. I've been at that point. There was a point where it was just so much was going on in life, and I was just ready to give it up. But I told myself, I was like, no, like I've gone this far all on my own. It's like, no, why not continue to keep going and show the world, like, if I can do it all on my own, you can do anything you put your heart, soul, and mind to. Ain't no fucking excuse. Ain't no excuse not to make it happen.
Facts.
And you know, it just motivates me to do better every single time. And everybody that I meet, it's always a motivation, and it's great because I never in my life would imagine to meet all these different people with all different backgrounds. And I mean, I spent my time in the Marine Corps, so I got to be with people with all different types of background. I was out. I got to learn a lot about the Southern hospitality, so that was fun. I learned the yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no sir.
Man, I grew up in the house
upside that. You slap outside the head if you don't say that. I learned real quick.
Hey, look, that ain't nowhere to play. Man, North Carolina is nowhere to play with.
Shout out to North Carolina, yes sir. Oh man, North Carolina was a whole different world out there.
Bro, I'm telling you, I left. All right, so I left here, man. I got out there. I was cool for 10 months, right? Got out there because I left here because I was tripping. I was getting involved in shit, doing shit. So I'm like, I'm gonna go out there. My mom's and shit. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna cool out. I got out there. I was cool for a minute. Then I started getting back on that bullshit, right? I got back on that bullshit for like a hot month, and they locked my ass up for the 5-piece. You hear me?
Shit.
I'm like, damn. I ain't even really do nothing crazy.
Damn.
I ain't even do nothing crazy, bro.
Was it the summertime when they got you? Because if it was,
it was August. Hey, you know what's crazy?
August is the hottest too.
Friday the 13th, they got my ass, bro. I'm like, damn.
It's funny. My Friday the 13th was a Black Friday. That was boot camp. So
That's crazy, man. Yeah, they got me. They slayed me, bro. Friday the 13th, man.
Fuck.
I ain't even superstitious, but I had when I realized they got me on the fucking what? Hold on.
That's interesting. You ever made a song on that on Friday the 13th, like a Friday the 13th? Like,
Hell nah.
I'm just curious because that would have been a good little story right there.
This is hell nah, I didn't. I wrote a bunch of shit when I was in there, but I never wrote no shit like that. No Friday the 13th. Nah.
Anything? So when you if we can talk a little bit about it, but how long were you locked up?
5, like close to 5. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, just close to 5.
And I don't want to ask because I mean,
you can
it's not like
it's good.
It's not like I know it sounds dumb. It's like, how was the experience? Because it's like obviously it wasn't a fucking great experience because you're locked up. But I have to ask.
Okay, cool. How was my experience? My experience was a little tricky, man. You know, they did the whole because I was like, you know, I'm not a big dude, right? You know, I'm 6'3", cool, but I was like a $130, right? I'm not a $130 now. These joints shoot.
There we go.
But, you know, and I'm young, like I'm like 20. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, not young, but I'm young enough. And I ain't never been. I already knew from what we did. I already knew we was finna be in. I knew I was finna be up in there. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I'm in a place that I know I'm not familiar with. So I thought I was finna get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought they was finna try to get like bust me open. So I was scared.
You were just tense up the whole time.
What, man? I got something so sharp, boy. It's the first couple days I was in the county. I didn't even I was chopping up something so quick, man. Niggas would have tried to I'm tripping. And so, you know, we from the West Coast, so we already kind of got a little edge to us when it comes down to like confrontational situations. And so, and you take that and then you put it into the perspective and the situation and environment we in. We had to, you already got to be tripping. You know what I'm saying? So the first shit that was tripping, I was on it. I was already like not thirsty and waiting for it, but I was already like, you know, mind made up. Like I'm gonna have to react. You know what I'm saying?
Like
so,
their time will come. Okay, I see.
Yeah, so you know, the county that's how it was. I got my shit going on up in there, and then, you know, when you got time like that, you gonna see somebody that you ran into in the county. Stories travel. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, situations happen, and you react. And depending on how you react, that's the reputation you're gonna have. So as far as that aspect, I was cool, you know,
Yes,
but sir. And the time that you like, man, I wasn't going up in there bullshit. Like I said, I don't gangbang, so I don't gamble, I don't do none of that. So I went in there with a goal, like I'm finna write these rhymes, I'm finna get my shit together, I'm finna get swole. Right, I'm finna get my whole image and shit together. I'm finna get my vocabulary together. I'm finna get my mind right because I'm coming out and I'm doing this rap shit. And man, I wrote so many songs, bro.
So when you say you had to get your like vocabulary, did you do like a lot of like visits to like the library there, or how did that work? How did you like actually level up on your vocabulary? I'm curious on that.
Just reading books, man. Like, you know.
Okay.
We not you know, slow. So we just reading books, you know what I'm saying, and knocking shit out and really just like, all right, the sources, they got all the tools that you need, so you know, you use them. Right? And yeah, that's just how that part happened, you know, getting the rest of it just kind of just happened, you know, developing the pen, you know what I'm saying? I put myself a bare minimum of what I could have, and that's what I was known for. Like, nigga, I would sit in the corner, I'd write my shit, I'd be in there beating on my shit. Like, other niggas was known for other things. I was the nigga that be in there rapping all the time, you know? So, yeah, that's what
and when it comes to, like, sentence structure, so I've been trying to understand that from certain artists, too, because I want to ask, like, so how do you guys come down with your sentence structures? How do you, like, your layout with your sentence? Because I've seen it on some people, it's like, I've seen bar for bar, but the way it's laid out, it's either like a short sentence or it's super, super long. And it's like, I'm just trying to understand that. Like, how do you...
man, I don't know about that. I don't know about what they do. I just know about what I do. I just, you know, man, I don't, you know.
Pen and paper just takes over and you just...
I mean, you know, it depends. When it comes to that, like how the song gets made, you know, sometimes the beat snatches you right out your body. And you gotta do something about it. That's what happened with that Love Language of JoJo. Snatched his ass right out of his
right away.
And got right in the booth. He took over and came out, nigga sweating. I'm good. You know, he was good. But sometimes I do that. Other times I got a concept and I'm sitting on it and I'm like, man, I can't wait to write about this. I can't wait to write about this. I just need to find the right beat. I know how I want to do it. I can't wait to write about it, right? And so you got that, but yeah, man, as far as sentence structure and bars go, it just depends on, you know, your approach, I guess. Right?
And so is it the beat first and then writing, or is it writing then the beat? I'm curious. Or is it mixed sometimes?
You know, that's crazy because when I was in the joint and I did a lot of my developing, most of the time there ain't no beat. It's just, you got to kind of like
it's acapella,
yeah. Or I'm beating on the bunk and shit like that. But when you performing it, you only got a couple of beats. You know, at least me, I only had a couple of things I could do, right? So, it came down to that. But sometimes it's the beat first. Sometimes it's an idea that I'm writing. Sometimes I'll be writing to a beat, turn the beat off for 30 minutes, not even realizing I done turned the shit off, and I'm still writing. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to turn the beat back on and you readjust some shit. It just, you know, it's tricky. I'm tricky.
And what best advice can you give for like breath control? Because I've noticed some artists, like they'll be running out of breath real quick.
Oh man,
what advice can you give on that?
You got a program, bro. You got a program. Do some burpees or something, you know.
Hey, there you guys
Some
go.
people was made for this. Some niggas need to stop smoking cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? I would like to say I'm in decent shape, man. So yeah, I'm kind of like I'm like a robot type.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
For sure, man. You know, I do shit that you probably be like, this old mother, he did what? Yeah, he could. Yeah, I do that shit. Like, so, you know, I try to like focus on. I practice. I practice a lot. And then I grew up in an era where you gotta know how to like rap. So I guess it's kind of like if you repeating niggas that you listen to from back in the day and you reciting their raps and you're taking a breath when they taking a breath, you kind of pick up breath control, I guess.
Okay, I see. And so who were some influential artists that I helped mold and shape you to who you are today?
Like mainstream artists?
It could be anybody, honestly. It could be anybody.
My pops was one of them. He you know, ran the studio. He was probably like my first influence without me knowing he was an influence. You know, he ran the studio. I was a kid. Nobody could be in there, but I was up in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I just wouldn't say nothing. I'd just be chilling. And everybody know me right there, but they won't say shit. So I'd be in there cool. You know what I'm saying? I won't be snitching on they shit, you know, telling moms was you know I'm cool, right? So like shit like like little stuff from him I picked up like early on, like when you rapping all that fucking hey nah, don't do all that goofy shit. Like, you know, he was telling his people that, so that's just something that stuck with me, you know what I mean, when I started rapping. Another biggest, like, as far as I listen to everybody that you listen to, bro. Like, you know, Dr. Dre, Snoop, fucking Eminem, you know what I mean? I listen to a lot of old school, on some Big L shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, there we go.
New York shit, you know, all the mainstream niggas, Ja 50, all them niggas, man. I listen to Wayne, Jada is fire, you know. I listen to all of them, but when it comes down to like me and shit like that, I try not to listen to not too much when it's time for me to get creating, because I don't want to be influenced.
Okay, I see. That's so you don't want to give people the opportunity to be like, well, you sound like so and so, you're copying so and so's flow. It's like, no, I'm one of one. Like, I'm one of one.
Well, you know, it's hard to you get a little influence from everybody. It's hard to like be like, nah, fuck that. I because you done heard it before. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to block it out, but I don't want too much of it, right? So I try to like weed that shit out and really like listen to a lot of beats. I listen to like R&B more so, man. I be listening to that old school shit.
I was gonna, let's put the people on around the loop. What's some good R&B artists?
Oh, yeah,
let's put them on. Whoever you listen, I don't know. Let's go old school. Let's go old school. Let's put them on some. Let's put them on game.
Old school shit, you know. Next, fucking
there we go.
You know, Drew Hill, I fuck with Drew Hill. All of them, you know, those Boys and Men, Brian McKnight.
There we go.
Oh, that's Usher, man. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Fucking, I listen to damn Charlie Wilson.
Oh, nice.
Bill Withers. Fucking, my God, bro. I've been on some Michael Jackson shit lately.
Oh, he's one of my top favorites, honestly.
Yeah, I've been on some Michael Jackson shit for sure. Believe it or not, I've been on some dude, Giveon. You know who Giveon is? I've been on that shit too, man. Yeah, bro, pretty much that type shit, man. Shit you could dance to and shit like that. That old school pop lock shit, you know. But as far as when it comes to hip hop and like rap, I try to really keep that limited, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to ask too, because you know, for some of the folks out there on social media, I've noticed, I think there was a situation, didn't you have somebody comment on one of your posts saying DM me, and it's like, well, if you had time to do all that, you could have just messaged.
Yeah, that shit probably bots.
Because it's happened to me it's happened to me before, and I'm just kind of curious, like,
that shit probably be bots and shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that shit just funny to me, man. If it's a real person, then he just goofy. Like, yo, DM me. Like, if you doing that, if you somebody who gets under people's posts and you be like, yo, DM me, bro. Like, you're a goofball. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, shoot that man a DM. If you gonna comment something, comment something like, yo, I shot you a DM, bro. Check me out. Get at me later. Something like that. Don't, yo, bro, DM me. And then I look at my shit and you ain't even, bro, get out of here. That's goofy. So that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping it's a bot, right? You know, but that shit don't mean nothing. There ain't no,
And you know, I want to ask a little bit. Have you had, with the social media world, it's a little tricky sometimes, and it's a little, I guess there's misconceptions and stuff. Have you had any situations with social media where ran into people that, you know, either said they were so and so, or they were this and that, portraying an image they weren't, and then got caught
like
lacking?
Catfishing or something?
Something like that. Yeah. You ever had that situation?
You talking about like the homie ran up on Lost? That's probably the only situation, the Los Scandalous Buster. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even there for that, man. I just the homie YT West, man. He not really like, he don't be really trying to do all that type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is really different type of people. So I was like, fuck it, man. You know, I'm gonna say some shit, try to paint the narrative. Tell me what you. So it kind of went like that. That's where the marketing and shit came into play, man. The whole shit was a ploy, bro. Like, I'm gonna let it be known right now. That whole Los Scandalous shit was a ploy, bro. And he really caught him. That part is true.
Yeah, that was real.
That's a fact. That's 100% fact. And as far as him trying to DM us like he was hard, all of that shit is a 100% fact. That's not made up. But as far as the marketing and how we approached it, it's like, bro, I'm gonna tell the story. I'm gonna make everybody. This is what y'all want to hear, so I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it to y'all. Then the day that we were supposed to, because he DM'd me like he wanted to fade. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck it, we're gonna slide down there. You know what I'm saying? But I already knew he was gonna punk out, right? Because, you know, niggas is just not like that. You know what I'm saying? So we slid down there. I'm like, bro, let's organize a video shoot. We're gonna go to every spot that the Buster was at talking shit. Like, oh yeah, you know, ain't nobody here. We're gonna shoot a film and we're gonna shoot a scene at every spot. You know what I'm saying? The day that he was supposed to link up to catch the fade, we had the cameraman there and everything. And I told him in the text, I'm like, look, bro, we gonna be deep. You can fight whoever you want to fight. You can pick.
You can even big. Wow.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So people like, oh, y'all gonna jump? Nigga, we wasn't gonna jump on.
No,
I told him,
respectfully, he can pick.
He can pick, or I'm gonna pick for you. Like, what you trying to do? Like, you know, so but niggas ain't, it wasn't, I already knew it was, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really no pressure. So it was just really a funny type of situation. The homies was laughing at it. Everybody was laughing. It was goofy. You know what I mean? So we just won the internet for that day. You know,
yeah, and I can imagine, like, how was that when the flow of traffic with internet, just the fame and everything that came with that, like
the fame,
I guess, or fame, or I guess the interactions you had with, how was the interaction with the people from the public people?
I mean, you know, they was laughing. People thought that shit was funny. You know
I find that shit hilarious. It's pretty funny to watch.
That's all it was, man. I ran into a dude, bro. I was getting a burrito and shit, and I'm you know, it's mad late, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's mad late, so it's like 12, some shit like that, and I'm getting my shit. He like, yo, what's up, bro? You beans? I'm like, yeah, bro, what's the deal? He like, yo, the Los Scandalous shit is funny as hell. And I'm like, damn. Then I go to Walmart. Some nigga walking out of Walmart. I'm coming into Walmart. He like, yo, that shit is, I'm like, it's crazy. Like, you know, but that shit was just, it was a comedic time. That's what I would say, comedic time. You know what I'm saying?
I was curious about that because I was looking at it. I've seen the interviews here and there and people bringing it up. So I was like, I gotta ask.
Yeah.
And so I want to ask a couple things before we start wrapping it up, because, you know, I really appreciate your time, and I know time is of the essence too. We all have things we got to do, and time is money. So I like I said, I appreciate every single second of your time here too. So I want to ask, what is one message that you have for the folks of around the world that you can give out?
Around the world?
For the folks from Around the Loop. Yeah, because everybody around the world gets to see this.
Loop.
Oh, yeah, so Around the Loop is around the world. Yeah, Around the Loop is around the world now.
One thing I could tell everybody, bro, that they should really, really do, listen, I've been waiting to tell the world this shit. Y'all really, really, really need to type in A1 Beanz and go listen to that shit on repeat.
Facts.
Entire catalog, front to back, back to front, side to side, all the way around the loop and around the world. A1 Beanz. That's it. That's all I gotta tell you.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna make sure I put the link there. There is no excuse. I'll put it on. It'll be on my Instagram. It'll be on the link tree. Shit, I'll put it on the episode. So there's no excuse for you guys not to tap in with A1 Beanz. Facts. And like I said, you know, anything is possible if you put your heart, mind, and soul to it. You can make anything happen. Yep. And I appreciate your time.
Except out rap me. You can put your mind and soul
That's not gonna
heart
happen.
to it, and you still ain't gonna do it.
Question to Ash, actually, has anybody stepped up to the plate to do bar for bar? Yes, because I remember seeing that. Nobody yet?
Nah, I don't think. So I don't really think the rap beef shit is gonna go. Like, no, I don't even come at people like that. Like if we doing a song, I know how I would like to say that I want to make the best song. So instead of me trying to make the best rap verse, if the best rap verse is not required on this song, for me, then I'm not gonna do it. I'll fucking make my verse to be about a flow, or make it cool, or, you know, talk about what the song is about, and you can have a hot verse. Cool, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as rap beef, nah, bro. I think with this rap shit nowadays, it's so in tune to the streets, and the level I'm at, I'm not on fucking Drake level. So a nigga come at me on some rap shit, and I can get to him, like, we gonna handle it that way. I'm not finna rap with you, my nigga. We finna, you know what I mean?
Yes,
we finna program. But if it's on some rap beef shit, you know, I don't know. I don't even know how to take that
or what about, like, more or less, like, if somebody wants to work with you, how would that go about that? That's what I'm kind of curious. People are just curious for the folks out there.
Tap in. But a lot of times people don't be serious, man, or they'll send me some shit and that shit be whack. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no whack shit. Like, you gonna send me some shit that's like, come on, bro. Like, go listen to the shit first, my shit, and then send me something like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that advice. And for the most part, if we right here neck and neck as far as what you got going on in your situation, I got going on, man, we can knock that out. But if niggas is trying to get up and I see you cracking, it's gonna be a fee. Definitely a fee.
Oh, I've seen a lot of those trend writers. Yeah, I've seen that before. It's happened.
Associated for sure.
Respectfully,
you know. But it's easy to work, man. It's easy to work, and if you want your shit done fast, and if you send that fee, it's coming back for sure. But if it's just a song, you know what it is. I'm gonna get to it when I get to it.
No, and it's true, because I mean, at the end of the day, you're doing that out of love and stuff. So it's like, hey, if there's no money involved, and that's out of love. When it comes, it comes. Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. And so for the folks out there, stay tuned for his upcoming album coming out this
Product of My Energy.
There we go. Product My Energy. I'm gonna put it here so you guys can double tap on that, and also make sure you tap in on Instagram. Make sure you give him a follow too. Check out his music. There ain't no excuse. I'll put it here again, and I'll put it across the screen.
It's gonna be all in the description. It's gonna be all of there. You know what I'm saying? A1 Beanz everywhere. A1 over everything. Product of My Energy dropping this fall. Shout out to Around the Loop podcast, man.
Thank you.
We doing it bigger. We doing it better than ever, man. Stay tuned in. Stay tapped in, and you already know. We cracking.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for being on the show. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
West Side.
Yes, sir. And that's a wrap. Thank you.
Burgers and fries. Yeah. But instead of doing that, they backstab and hide. You mad, stand in line. They can't stand the guy.
Come on now.
Come
on. I don't know you. That's what's up. I knew you supposed to be my man. What? Just finish you up in my game.
Hey, you know how I go, nigga. Dope sold, then the face fold. Count up the dough and I get ghost, nigga. I had to do the sniff test before I hit the road. Get a line and now my eyes wide like Emma Stone. This that shit that cause nosebleeds every time. So walk and step on it like Gregory Hines. Both feet, cold day in hell for they fold me. OG, so plenty toys around me like Bo Peep. Shot in your stomach, wait, kick those and fist fights. Put on the corners with the bag like I get tight. Cross me, better think twice, you might see nice. What? Type the blood knife in and went right. And last night I read up, but then I sold it all. You don't like the price, I'm out of the blood, ain't that the protocol?
The niggas tough. I'm trying to fit into this game, but they don't fit the role. Pay my bitch, but these bitch niggas gotta go. The same shit you do with water down is getting old. I thought I heard a nigga got some brothers say something.
time that when they get it active, they gon' do nothing. I'll pull your card, don't got it in you, they don't get involved. Homies outside, pressing issues, get a ball. Gotta watch my backers and my blessings, I ain't the ball. There was time to try to knock me off. Gotta play the cost to be the boss. They can take a loss. Like you double back, it's like you prove that you a top dog. Hey, homies know I got their back in each and every way. I hold it down for the set each and every day. Yeah. Double X's on the net, nephew. Let's pull up and start the crack, oh dude.
Down real hard
On the phone, nephew. But when it's time to get active, what you gon' do? Alex and Sue.
Too many sweaters on circle, that ain't the move.
Yeah, you sound real hard on the phone, nephew. It's time to get active, what you gon' do?
I just close my eyes and I pray tomorrow I'll be better off than I was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. You dead as you had. I smartened up a band of photos to myself. Look at what I did in the kitchen. Right out on the counter this year. Real rap, I can sell it by the city. And say if I serve you, consider that shit privilege. Look at what I did in the kitchen. On the counter this year. No crap, I can sell it by the city. If I serve you,